Hey guys, I'm back. I got some old candy items in. That's mostly what I open here on Instagram these days. If you like that sort of thing, let's get in here and see what came in the mail. Now, these are both from the same chap. Now, he had some interesting 90s items. He actually had some rare Mexican and rare Japanese. So let's get in here and see what came in the mail. I'm going to start with this bad boy. Very attracted to the color aqua. You know, I reckon that is my favorite color. I mean, green has always been my favorite color, but the variant of aqua, yeah, I reckon that is. Anyway, let's get in here. I've had this damn thing for over a week. It's been killing me to open it. Just been waiting for the right time, right place. And here we are. Oh, yeah. Ooh, let's strip that baby down. Strip tease, boys. Now, this is very interesting. This guy had just randomly some mid-90s stuff. But the thing is, he had some Mexican 90s, and that is ungodly rare. And even the 90s Japanese is rare, too. Very rare. Yeah, looks like this is going to have the Japanese stuff in it. Don't forget, we have one more from the same guy. We'll open that, too, in just a minute. First thing out of the gate, this is not Mexican, but this is from Arizona. It's by the Wizard Company. They made some really nifty things back in the day. Now, I did not have this one for one reason. Their candy mazes, as cool as they are, this is over a foot long. The thought of me having to store this in my home for the next however long I'll be alive is almost cringe, but I will do it. Now, this is one of the best ones, I will say. Oh, hey, you can see my reflection. Because of the racetrack concept, it's not just a candy maze, your typical one. It's actually a racetrack play function, and it's pretty nice. These are always stained, by the way. Typically stained. Plus, it's white cardboard. All right, let's put that over there. This is what I was really interested in. And this is the 90s Japanese little portion of today's lot. Yeah, 90s Japanese is extremely hard to find, I guess, anywhere, even in Japan, because I don't see it a lot pop up on Yahoo Japan either. This has some damage. Anyway, it's just going to be some basic candy wafers, not unlike cheap toy. Crummy candy. Not seeing the maker's mark from this distance, but it's on there somewhere. I would like to, if you don't mind, let me set this up, and I'm going to actually scan this with my own eyes in the background here. Okay, what I'm seeing, this is by JFC International. Yeah, I've run into them many, many times. They're just a distribution, let me get you in there. They're an importer out of San Francisco. They've been importing Japanese novelties. I can't tell you because I don't know, but I reckon since the 70s, maybe earlier. These are really cool. Let's look at this guy, though. This has actually some mascots on it. Notice it's a different brand. Kaboya, perhaps. So don't be confused, even though it does say JFC International, that's just the distributor, however you say that word. Japanese candy is pretty well known to have great dating on them. I think that's because they are so used to importing things, they have to have a lot of dates on stuff. But anyway, somewhere on here, there's definitely a date. But let's look at this real quick. Got some really cute little characters here. Got a hippo, cow. Oh, I thought that was a face. That's someone's nose. Looks like a, I don't know, donkey or something. And maybe a bear. Very cool. A little generic, but very rare. Very, very, very rare. Let's go ahead and get in this next one. Now, this one is going to have the 90s Mexico in it, mixed in with a little bit of your basic USA shit. Yeah, I was suspecting this was in some sort of snack box. It just had that size, you know. Not sure this is vintage. he taped a thank you card. You know what? If you don't mind, can I just look at this real quick? I'm just kind of curious. I always love when people put notes and stuff. I don't get them a lot, so when I do, I like to check them out. Okay, this is just going to be an ad of some sort. Maybe he has a store or some shit. Okay, look. I'm just going to rip into this. Actually, let me check the date real quick. Sorry. Oh, 2025. Okay, all bets are off. What are we doing here? Yeah, if that was vintage, I was going to try to protect it. There's another thank you note in here. Something mysteriously in a bag. Yeah, he actually told me he was throwing in something for free. I've never seen this guy before. He just had some random stuff from the 90s. I guess he picked up. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so this is Watch Pop. I'll settle down here in just a minute. This is Watch Pop by the Zodal candy line. This is early 2000s. Very weird. They have these little mascots. You'll see them from time to time. They're pretty damn rare, though, overall. But this is the Watch one. So the concept for this one is the kid would wear this around their wrist. It's big enough to wear around your wrist. And instead of a ring pop, it's a watch pop concept. So literally you would stick your wrist up to your mouth and suck on this bad boy. It's a big one. Okay, I want to say that to the end. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, next up, I'm just grabbing some US first. Now, this is not your typical crazy candy like you might have seen me open in the past, because this is series 2. Now, you do need to know that these came in 3 series. They get more rare as you go through the series. So you would think series ones would be the rare ones. They're not. In fact, series 1s are extremely common. But series 1s are the beer ones. And what happened was parents got angry that kids were buying little beer cans. And so the Fleer Corporation changed them to other things. Like this one is a oil can. So it's not beer is what I'm saying. And these are actually more rare. I don't know why. I've never known why they get more rare as the series go on. But anyway, yeah, so this is one of the rare series 2s. And I did not have these. One thing to know about these as well is they come in different plastics. So this is metallic gold, obviously, and that's pretty common silver. I believe there might be a white and even possibly a red. But this is pork juice. So lovely. That's what I was after. Guys, this is a 90s, mid-90s. I'm talking the heart of the 90s. I'm talking grunge era. Kurt Cobain was still alive. Mexican, extremely rare, whatever that says. Bavoso, maybe something like that. Now, I had no idea this was in neon red orange. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It's the size of a trash can. Let me see if I can grab one real quick. Well, I don't have a trash can nearby, but I did have some of these, by the way. Chugga cans. Yeah, that's one of the common ones. Anyway, okay. Yeah, so extremely rare Mexican candy. That is a keeper for real. Notice it came with a little detachable spoon there that just comes off when you're ready to eat, and I guess you just dig in, kids. This has the Lucas mascot branding. Next up, this is American. I've gotten these in many times. The coolest thing about the Berserk Works candy phones, they come with the old 90s Smarties candy in there. I've actually broken into these and sold these individually in my store. Actually, this one's open. Yeah, this is very common for the Berserk Works candy containers. They have really bad seals on them. This did not break the seal. It just simply came undone. But these are all going to be 90s era. I mean, I can give you the exact date because these are dated. I thought they were. It's mid-90s. But anyway, so these are mid-90s Smarties. just something to play around with. But anyway, this is what it looks like. A fun little fact about Berserk Works, they're the makers of Mad magazine candy. If you've ever seen that online, those little pink boxes, they had the Mad license for a while. This little random company got the Mad magazine license for a while and made a candy item. Okay, let's move those to the side. Look at that. That's one of those rare Mexican ones. But first, let me get through these. These are going to be 1994 Leaf Reuse It candy bubblegums. I love these things beyond belief. They represent old recycling bins that we had in the 90s, but instead of trash, there is bubblegum balls inside, and they're always dated 1994. These only came in 3 colors, the best being army green, red, and somewhere there's a blue one. And all these years I've hunted these, and I've never found a 4th variant. It's always green, red, and blue. Last thing in here is a rare mid-90s Mexican candy novelty. I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, this is just stuff you never see. Never, ever see. And I've never seen it. So I reckon it's some sort of gumball. I'd have to translate it somehow. Very cool. Okay, he sent something. Don't know what this is, so I guess we'll find out. There's also a hoe cake of sorts, too. It says it's fresh. Yeah, it feels fresh. I need that like I need a hole in the head. Okay. The fuck is this? Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow, thanks. What the fuck is this? Okay. Probably the most underwhelming gift I've ever been given. But anyway, appears to be some sort of little ointment pot of sorts, but it's plastic. Nothing special about it. I don't know. You know, I see this sometimes. People will associate just any like small plastic items. They'll put them together thinking that they all belong, but they don't. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. I guess we can review it real quick. Let me move some of this stuff here and try to get organized. Let's just do this. Okay, what came in the mail was a pretty random 90s lot. Everything here is 90s, mid-90s. Including these, by the way. These ran until the 90s. Some of these later series. But yeah, so these were pretty obscure. The Wizard Candy Race Maze. And by the way, what you do is you put the little gumballs in the race. There's little ruts in the plastic, and you can actually flick them. And you can race your little pellets if you're that bored. A candy watch pop, which is obscure as well. I've had these before, and these, by the way, these come in different colors. Like this is the yellow variant. The 1994 Reuse It recycle bins, super cool. The Berserk Works candy cell phone. A lot of people don't remember this. It depends on your age, but cell phones used to look like this. And that's the one thing that's very annoying about the Berserk Works sculpt for their cell phone is it's the size of an actual 90s cell phone. It's not like even really a novelty. It's literally the same size. This came jam-packed with 90s Smarties. The real treasures were, not that, these two, this is the best thing, these two Mexican 90s candy containers. This one, now that I'm looking at it, is made to be like a salt shaker or a salt dispenser. So that's really cool. Sometimes you'll see these companies, they're literally buying salt and pepper shakers. This could actually be, I'm talking about the actual plastic sculpt, could be for salt shakers, like in Mexico, but they slap this on it, right? And they filled it with candy instead of salt. And you see that a lot. You know, something like this. I know this isn't exactly the proportions of deodorant, but just to kind of extend my point, what these people are doing, you know, there's companies in China that sell empty containers like this, and what you'll do is, if you have a candy product, you'll search out what candy container you want, and then you'll slap your label on and you'll fill it with your product, if that makes any sense. But anyway, these are Japanese. So guys, hope you enjoyed that. I'm rambling, but yeah, super cool little lot here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good weekend. Russ Fan out. One more time. Let's look at this one.